Eddie Guerrero's passing. It's the 20-year anniversary as well.
Yeah, we might as well start with that.
All right, because I've been seeing clips of it all week and been getting emotional as shit. Like this morning, I woke up to seeing Chavo Guerrero versus JBL the night after it happened and shit.
Yeah, that was tough. That and then like the death that followed immediately after that.
Dude, it was within what, 6 months of everything happening?
Shit. It's it's December. Damn, I almost said July.
Yeah,
First of all, hold on.
so his passing happened in November. Eddie's did.
Okay,
And I want to say, yeah, just Chris passed in May, right? It was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, no, June.
Okay, so little over 6 months, about 8 months.
The beginning of June, yeah. That's very like, bro. How
old were you? How old were you when that happened? Because I can tell you, I was a kid and I was in tears both times.
Oh, bro. Like, if this was 20 years ago, how old was I? How old am I now? 32. I was 12, bro.
Yeah, I was 6 and 7, or no, 7 and 8 between the two passings.
You said the words, bro. I had to react.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, that I really didn't understand what was going on. Honestly, when the whole Eddie Guerrero thing happened. It hit me twice as hard when 6 months later, his friend would go on the pass. And it's like, dang, that's when it really clicked for me, honestly.
See, the Eddie one hit me like instantaneously.
Yeah.
Because for me, Latino, Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio were the biggest Mexican wrestlers in the world at that time.
Yeah.
And then, add the fact that my grandfather legit looks like a spitting image of Eddie Guerrero. So like that shit that hit real hard whenever he passed. And then it just like, you're just standing up from falling off your bike and shit. And you're like, okay, wipe myself off. I get the tears cleaned up. And then you get hit by a fucking car.
Yeah. So, I didn't have the same connection to Eddie Guerrero as you would have. The reason the other one hit me harder was the very first storyline I remember would be Evolution versus Raw. Like whoever was on Raw for the 5-man Survivor Series team. So like I want to say that team was Shelton Benjamin, Maven, Redacted, and a few other people. And this is when Team Raw won. The heels lost.
Mm-hmm.
And so I immediately gravitated towards this underdog dude trying to win the World Heavyweight title.
Beat in that match.
Exactly. And Shelton Benjamin. Like those are my
also, dude, Shelton Benjamin in the early 2000s is so fucking underrated. I've been using Peacock as I can because, by the way, y'all, at the end of the year, all WWE pay-per-views are off of Peacock. So go watch them now while they're there. Dude, if you pull up Peacock and then just pull up a WWE like old pay-per-view, not like one of the newer ones, but like pull up Extreme Rules 2008. And you will see right above it before you start it, it will say 27 days left.
Where is it going?
So I looked it up. and this is a tangent. We'll get back to Eddie Guerrero's 20 years and everything like that. But to piss you off, there's no home for the WWE pay-per-view library set just yet. It could go to ESPN. It could go to Netflix. Who knows?
I'm praying it goes to Netflix, and we'll talk about this later. People are not happy with this ESPN deal. But let's bring it up. Let's reel it back in because we're gonna
we'll get to that.
Like that. My very first real experience with sitting and watching a weekly product was that Survivor Series match, and like again, the Mr. Benjamin storyline was incredible. Like I don't know who made that call to have Shelton Benjamin beat Triple H while he was the World Heavyweight Champion and then not have him win the World Heavyweight Championship. But
you know that was a Triple H call. I'm not dropping this title.
Yeah, and you know what? To see how he's been dealing with Black Talent as now that he's actually in power, it really makes you go,
I mean, kind of feels like that Booker T promo.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it because several tangents.
Yeah, you've got some ammo loaded up for that one.
I'm pent up, dog. It's just.
But what? Yeah, it's the 20-year anniversary of Eddie Guerrero's passing, and just quick question: what's favorite match of Eddie Guerrero's?
Favorite Eddie Guerrero match. Got to be
and
the
if you need
custody
to
of
give
Dominic.
a top three,
Custody of
custody
Dominic.
of Dominic.
Yes. That
I was gonna say. Oh, go ahead.
The I'm Your Poppy Eddie Guerrero run is my favorite. Like hands down, full stop. The T-shirt is goated. You're not gonna find a better WWE T-shirt than that.
Dude, it's still one of the best-selling wrestling shirts from that era. Like not all time, I don't think. I think it might be it might be top 10 all time.
Yeah, it has to be. But like think about it. We rinsed it for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. They brought it back for Rhea. So there probably was a bunch of people that went back and bought I'm Your Poppy shirts from that era too.
I had an original.
Oh, dude, I got an original still.
And mine, I have it's been replaced, but I had an original, and I wore it outside. Like you had to be a different breed to wear that shirt in public.
Oh yeah, you got to either have been Latino or that guy.
I had to be that guy.
Exactly.
I just had to be. What was your favorite Eddie Guerrero match?
It's hard to say. It's hard not to say the Halloween Havoc match with Rey Mysterio, but honestly, I think one of my favorite Eddie Guerrero matches has to be him versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
It's a great match.
Those two motherfuckers were cooking.
I see you went like technical wrestling ability, and I went straight nostalgia with mine. That's
Well, that's why I was trying not to say the Halloween Havoc, because I think that's nostalgic for everybody. Going back and seeing Rey Mysterio in the purple mystery outfit, which just looked fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But like it's the work rate between him and Kurt Angle. That match doesn't have a 5-star rating is sickening.
We gotta stop. You know, we're gonna come up with our own rating system here at West Coast Weekly.
We gotta go back and watch all the matches like Meltzer.
No, we're not watching all the matches. We're just gonna like starting from this point forward, we're gonna make our own rating system. Because if you think about it, Dave Meltzer is just a dude who kept getting on his platform and spouting his opinion, and people started to like give some sort of credence to it. So if we start now,
imagine what we could do.
If we start right now, we might be able to get something done. But anyway, we're 10 minutes in this episode. What's up, y'all? We kind of just started on 20 years of us missing Eddie Guerrero, which is appropriate. Welcome to the West Coast Weekly live stream. I'm Suge Wrestling. That's Maty Laws. We're back. We took a little impromptu breakity break right there.
Holidays.
Yeah, for about a month. I don't think we're gonna have such a huge break at Christmas time, but
Let's hope not.
right, we did enjoy the holidays with our family. Finally getting all of that and Thanksgiving leftovers out of my system. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I'm finally making something that's not ham.
Oh yeah, no, it's been a wild week. It's been a wild couple of weeks. Let's start off with Survivor Series.
Well, this is going to be quick.
We're currently doing is Hero Nachos. Really tired of see people do. I don't want to see Dom do the Eddie finish anymore. I think it was cool when people would do it from time to time, like when Bailey did it. The slam the chair on the mat and then toss it to your opponent and fall.
You've got to use it sparingly. You have to use it sparingly.
Yeah, and especially if you're doing multiple Eddieisms in one match. So we got the fake injury at Survivor Series, the fake shoulder injury that let the women of the Judgment Day really shine.
Which, by the way, Cena letting Raquel hit the Chingona bomb on him is fucking hilarious.
I love that. And then Cena finally pass the torch. He was one of the first people to do the code red in WWE. He wasn't the first. I think Trevor Murdoch was the first. Shout out to Wayne.
Which is crazy to think that Trevor Murdoch's big ass was doing a code red back in the day.
Right. And also, congratulations are in order. Our good buddy Wayne and his wife just celebrated the birth of their first child.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
So congratulations to the big homie. He is one of the people I go to shows with. We've been going to shows together for like 10 years. Over 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good to see good things happen for good people.
Absolutely. I can't wait for him to start this journey. He is also a girl dad, so he has the same things to look forward to that I do. But yeah, it was.
So I'll let you talk about Survivor Series first because I said it was enjoyable. You said you didn't enjoy it so much. So let you go ahead and go first.
So I'm not gonna hold you. The internet wrestling community is split on Survivor Series. But it's not a good split. Usually it's like some people love it, some people hate it. Some people thought it was passable. Like not even great. Like it was okay.
Yeah.
It was not bad. It was serviceable. Everybody else hated it.
Yeah. Notice how I said enjoyable. I didn't say it was a great show because you can't give us a PLE and have it be 4 matches. That was the main gripe to start off with. Whenever I heard it was a 4-match show, I was like, and we still have a 2-hour pre-show of just talking heads?
Yeah. It was honestly, there were several times after I saw the women's war games, I saw Last Legend, I was like, okay, let's get to the Dominic Mysterio match. And then once I saw the Dominic Mysterio match, I was like, oh, I can turn this off now.
Yeah, because you didn't want to see the men's war games, and you also weren't really too interested in Miss Bella.
No, and it's crazy because my wife really called. She called this entire thing because like we watch some Raw together because I watch it on TV every once in a while, and like when I put it on TV recently, and she knows people, but she's not fully invested the way we are, so she doesn't necessarily know Stephanie Vaquer. So she thought Stephanie Vaquer was Nikki Bella. And then she was like, "Is that Nikki Bella?" And then immediately after that, Nikki Bella comes out. It was for the her defending the women's title against what's her name? Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was the one that happened on Raw.
Yeah, is she Gonzalez or Rodriguez right now? Rodriguez.
I think it's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I've always called her Raquel Gonzalez.
Hey, look, you can't change just the last name. It's gonna throw
me. And you can't go from one stereotypical Spanish last name to another.
Yeah, you throwing the whole squad off.
Yeah, that still irritates me to this day. I've been calling her Gonzalez in spite, but
oh yeah, no, I might join you because it's way too many people. I gotta learn new names and no, just stick to one, please, for me. But yeah, I was going into Survivor Series heavily critical of John Cena holding the Intercontinental title. Like, I'm glad he had it so he could retire a Grand Slam champion. But that would mean whoever beat John Cena would be the Intercontinental champion.
Mm-hmm.
And Gunther is
the end of the tournament. Neither of those men need the IC title.
Exactly. We don't need Gunther to be a two-time Intercontinental champion.
With a 300-something day reign already. Or 400-something day reign. 600.
666. Yeah, no, he has the longest Intercontinental title reign of all time now.
Was it the world title that he held for just over a year?
Yes.
Man, again, I think we talked about it when it happened, but going from a 600-day reign to another 365-day reign, like 900 days in 4 calendar years of being a champion is insane.
I want to say 85% of the time Gunther has been in WWE, he's been a champion.
That sounds valid.
About 85% of the time he's been champion. We don't need to reheat them nachos unless they're going to tell a story similar to what they were telling with Nikki Bella, where it's like, yeah, okay, you came back to wrestle, but I mean, it was Becky Lynch. You're telling the story with Becky Lynch. Yeah, you're one of the greatest of all times, but that's just because the competition wasn't there. Now the competition is here, and we got to see if you can hang. Like, unless we're going to tell that story with the mid card, like, yeah, you might have beat them other bozos the last time you held the Intercontinental Championship. But this time it's different because, you know, the talent is better or, you know, what, something like that. Unless we're telling that story, I don't want to see it again. It doesn't make sense. I wanted to see Gunther make the jump to SmackDown. When he debuted on Raw, I was very upset. I think Gunther's next challenge should probably be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, challenge him for the world title.
I think that's what should be next for him. I don't think we need to keep him on Raw fighting against the same faces he dominated for like 90% of his time there.
Yeah.
I just don't think that makes sense. But back to the topic at hand. I knew Dominic had to win. I just would have liked to see him win by being a good wrestler. I'm tired of seeing Dominic do the Eddie spots.
I really did want this to be a clean win for Dom. Good to see Liv Morgan back.
Good, yeah, amazing.
But yeah, I would have loved to see Dom win relatively clean at least. You know, if it was just the girls interfering at first and then Cena hitting the double AA on, you know, JD and Finn, and then, you know, Dom would have had a relatively, well, I guess not clean, but still had 2 run-ins. You know, so 3 run-ins is excessive to have that and then have Liv do the fucking double turn kind of thing.
It took 6 people to beat John Cena.
Yeah, and a title belt.
It was a group. It took a group project to end John Cena's Intercontinental Championship reign, and then at I can get with it. It just kind of seems like with someone the statue of John Cena, that's what it would take. Like it's going to take a group effort to beat this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it, but I saw it coming. John Cena didn't need the belt. Gunther didn't need the belt. Now maybe if we were looking at someone like Javon Evans, Javon Evans, Carmelo Hayes, or LA Knight winning this tournament, maybe we could have used the Intercontinental Championship to, help them take another step forward in their career.
Yeah.
But if we're just going to do it with Gunther, also, I don't see John Cena losing to Gunther in front of the president in Washington, D.C. I'm just saying.
It's wrestling tradition to go out on your back.
While it is wrestling tradition to go out on your back, I don't see Gunther beating John Cena, the man who single-handedly killed Osama bin Laden in Washington, D.C. I don't care what anybody else said. That man went out there and announced the fact that we got Osama bin Laden like he pulled the trigger.
It's forever going to be one of the great promos in professional wrestling
of all time. Like it's like, hey, another show is over. I got some news I gotta share with the world.
now that we off the air.
We got some news I gotta share with all of y'all.
But yeah, for that to be the end of John Cena's final pay-per-view match, his final Survivor Series, his final match in front of like 40,000 people. Yeah. They kind of fucked this John Cena retirement tour.
Oh, royally. Because why does anybody still need to be losing to Brock Lesnar in 2025?
In a squash match of anything.
Why did we have to force you to go with the best John Cena rivalry we had available in 2025 based on who was signed with the company and who was healthy? Why did the fans have to force you to give us Cena versus Styles? Why was that not?
That should have already been an idea. That should have already been on the board.
Why was that not? Okay, Cena's healthy. Styles is healthy. Styles helped us to believe that he was a main event. John Cena was a main eventer far after he really wasn't.
He gave John Cena the greatest matches of his career at the end of his legit run.
Yeah, the latter half of his career. And that's crazy to think about.
And that was 4 years or 5 years removed from the fucking U.S. title open challenges, which were also fire.
And think of it this way. And I saw the end of that, and that shit was crazy. I saw Cena drop that belt to Alberto Del Rio in person. That was
that was a Hell in a Cell, wasn't it?
It was. That was the opener.
That was Zeb Coulter coming out on his little power scooter.
Thought it was going to be Zack Ryder, or not Zack Ryder, the other one,
Jack Swagger.
Yeah, Jack Swagger, whatever he wants to call himself now. That was the swerve that Los Angeles ate up.
Oh, dude, I bet.
Yeah, but yeah, there we go. AJ Styles still gave John Cena his best match of this year.
It's between that and the Cody Rhodes match. If you're going off of pure wrestling, it's the AJ Styles match. If you're going off of story, it's the Cody Rhodes match.
I'm tired of Cody Rhodes hiding behind story.
No, dude, that fucking match that they had at SummerSlam was fucking good.
Yeah, it was, but
That was the only good match that they had, but I digress.
yeah, I'll give you that one. But since we're still on the subject, was AJ Styles' final year a bust? Excuse me, John Cena's final year a bust?
He got the title record. He got his Grand Slam. He's having his final match be completely centered around like his last event is completely centered around him
And the future. Future.
So in ring wise, and like the matches that he's had, yes, it's been a flop.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going off of what the final run has accomplished, it's done what it's needed to.
Yeah, I feel like there's been give and take.
Exactly. That's the best way of putting it. It was a give and take.
John Cena.
Here's your final world title run. Here's your heel run. It is entirely hampered by Dwayne being Dwayne.
Yeah. So, like, here's your heel run. It's not going to end well, but here you go. You want to fight?
What John Cena's heel run needs? Travis Scott.
Yeah. No song, though. We're not going to let John Cena and Travis Scott make a new heel John Cena theme.
Oh, no. That is the biggest miss of the entire run, is that we did not get new Cena theme and the Rocky gear that he was telling Chris Van Vliet about.
It's huge give and take. You want to run back some of your most famous wins and losses. The internet's talking about Edge possibly coming back. It's going to be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. We're going to have an entire tournament, and we're going to have you say that we're going to have some people that aren't even under contract to get people hyped. And it was two guys in TNA.
And we didn't even mention the fact they're in TNA, even though there's a current working relationship between WWE and TNA.
Yeah, let's just bring back Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler.
Let's not acknowledge anything either of these individuals have done since leaving WWE.
Not the fact that Nick Nemeth has won 3 world titles since he left the WWE. Zack Ryder may or may not have become one of the biggest independent wrestlers on the planet.
Like, you're not even going to acknowledge the fact that Zack Ryder took Chelsea Green's tag team championship to DDT, or the replica.
I forgot about that. I am one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
He was a quarter of the Women's Tag Team Champions, and that was not acknowledged.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah. There's a lot to this run that.
And wait a minute, since we're still on that, Sheamus gets injured, which honestly would have been a fourth of mine. Like, I would have not mind Sheamus winning that Intercontinental Championship from John Cena. Sheamus gets injured.
That's what I was wanting for. I was wanting for it to be Sheamus versus Cena. Maybe have the final match be Sheamus versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
And then we get Sheamus versus Cena for the IC title. And then someone that actually needs the IC title could win it.
It'd be cool going from one career Grand Slam to another career Grand Slam. And then you could there's more stories you could tell with Sheamus. Like, okay, somebody has to beat Gunther in order for Sheamus to advance. If Sheamus finally beat Gunther to advance to win the IC title, that would have been a cool little feud at first.
Mm-hmm.
Run that back. Especially because Sheamus knows he now has what it takes to beat Gunther. Because that was the hold-up last time he was trying to win the IC title. Gunther was in
that and Drew McIntyre's big ass.
That too. And I mean, that's another feud.
Run it back with Drew, yeah.
But no, we went with. We don't know who we're going with. We'll find out on Friday. But yeah, let's talk about the women's World Heavyweight Championship match, and we can talk about this here too. Was Money in the Bank a bust this year?
I can honestly tell you, I don't remember who won the two contracts. Stephanie Vaquero won the women's, right?
Naomi and Seth Rollins.
Okay, so Naomi had one of the greatest cash-ins of all time, and Seth Rollins gave us the ruse of the century. Neither of them really held it for too long, so I guess that's why I didn't remember it for so long.
Yeah, it seems like a bust to me, just because,
I mean, both of them got injured, like, right away.
No, it wasn't. No, Seth Rollins got injured. Jimmy just couldn't stay off that woman. That's what happened with Naomi.
I said injured. Yes, she had a wonderful time.
Jimmy was putting the hurting on her all right.
Do they have a kid yet, or did they just announce the gender?
I believe they. I didn't even know they announced the gender. I just saw a video of Naomi looking pregnant. So
I could have swore I saw saw a Twitter post of her saying that it's going to be another baby boy in the Uso family.
Oh, the nepotism continues. We're gonna do it live. I'm gonna look at this right now. Let's see what. Hey yo, why are people on X so freaked out?
What happened?
So I looked up WWE Naomi. The very second option is WWE Naomi ass.
Hey yo.
I don't like it. That's gross.
That is wrong, man.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Please. Like we
are civilized human beings.
Y'all be making us look bad. I still
yeah.
I will continue to look this up. There we go. She's Trinity on up 3 days ago.
Okay, so I did see it.
It is gonna be a boy. It is another future world heavyweight champion.
Another baby Uso.
We finna get the second coming of the Rock with this one. We ain't had a biracial Samoan come through WWE like this since the 90s. I'm excited.
Oh shit. So yeah, Stephanie and Nikki Bella, they didn't have a bad match. They actually had a better match than I was expecting.
They had a better match than Nikki Bella deserved in 2025. It was decent, but you just look forward to Stephanie Vaquero doing her greatest hits at this point. I haven't seen somebody come to WWE and get it so fast. And somebody was comparing Vaquero to Mercedes. And it's like she only needs one belt to feel. She doesn't need 13 belts to feel important. She only needs one. But if you think about it,
we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that.
But if you think about it, how many belts has Stephanie Vaquero won this year?
This would be the women's championship. She was NXT women's champion not long before she even came up. Twice?
She had 2 belts.
Oh, that's right, because she won the women's North American title too.
Yeah. So she won NXT title, the NXT women's title, the women's North American title, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the Crown Jewel
match.
Yeah. So technically, she's won 4 titles this year.
So yeah, like I said, we can't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Can't compare that.
I mean, you kind of can compare that because Mercedes Moné has been on the Indies now for what, going on 3 years, 4 years?
Has it already been that long?
Yeah, between 2 and 4 years. And
Oh God, I was working at Walmart whenever she had her first match at Wrestle Kingdom.
oh shit.
Oh God, yeah, that's like 3-4 years ago, dude.
So if you think about it, you can't really compare it because Stephanie McCare has basically done all there is to do in WWE right now.
All she has to do is be who's holding the WWE Women's Championship.
All she has to do is win that belt, and then everything else is, you know, just extra padding for your resume. Like, yeah, I won the women's tag team titles with so and so, and I won the women's intercontinental and women's US, but she's already won like a women's secondary belt. So if you if you include the women's North American championship as part of the Grand Slam, she's almost there.
Oh yeah, and she's
Because
only been with the company for 2 years.
so she's getting the same style push.
Exactly, like the same style push, yes, but she's not going out and winning a whole bunch of indie titles.
Yeah, Monet is more of a people's championship, a people's champion at this point, and like, who knows how many belts she has as of now. I think it's pushing like what, 14, 15, 16?
I think so. When she beat Red Velvet, did they consolidate the titles, or does she count as two titles?
No, that's one. So she was
Okay, so
interim.
it's a unified
Yeah.
TV title now.
No, I wouldn't say unified. Mina
Undisputed.
Shirakawa, yeah, undisputed, because Mina Shirakawa was interim
The interim.
because Red Velvet was hurt. I'm gonna raise my computer real quick.
But yeah, I
Tell
think
you what,
Mercedes is. I want to say she's on 14 because if she would have beat Chris Statlander, and we'll get to that shortly, it would have been 15.
which it's gonna happen eventually.
Oh yeah. I will say, of all the craziness of her winning all those titles, I do like the story of I can get every title I want, but I can't win the big one.
Right, I can't win the big one at home. I love that. That's storytelling.
Yeah.
I love that.
Gather every title she can, but the one that she wants, she can't have.
I also love that they're running it back at Final Battle, Red Velvet versus Monet.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
I don't see Red Velvet being the one to win the belt back.
But they had a great match, and it seems like that's what Tony Khan is doing. And we'll finish.
Oh, go ahead.
We'll put a pin in that because I want to point out the terrible luck that Ring of Honor has had with their tag team titles as of late. Well, let's finish up Survivor Series.
Yeah, men's war game. Before that, how did you like Stephanie and Nikki Bella? I know you said you skipped it, but
I did. So I skipped it. I was moving around at times, so I didn't give it my full attention. But from what I saw, that was way better than any Nikki Bella match in 2025 had any business being. I also feel like there's only so much you can do with Nikki Bella as a singles wrestler. She does lose a lot of appeal because they won't sign Brie Bella because her husband does commentary for the competition.
if that's the reason they're not bringing Brie back, that is so fucking petty.
Oh, it's a lot of pettiness going on. It's being reported that they don't even give comp tickets anymore
What?
to
Is that
WWE
TKO thing?
superstars. Yeah. So I think CJ Perry said that she has to pay for her own tickets when she goes to see WWE now.
Bro, that is so sleazy.
Oh yeah. TKO is running this business I love into the ground. I'm so glad.
then you look at the New York Mets, and they paid one guy like $750,000 or $750 million over 10 years, and they gave the guy like luxury box seats for his family.
Right. And that was
Soto.
okay, yeah. And don't forget Bobby Bonilla. They're still paying Bobby Bonilla.
Bro, I think that contract finally runs out in like 10 years.
That's crazy. But we got 10 more years of Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. That's my favorite holiday.
Man, Bobby Bonilla just stay chilling, smoking cigars, enjoying his life.
Bro, that's a smart brother right there. But let's hit the women's war games real quick.
You mean the men's war games?
Did we talk about women's already?
Oh no, I don't think so. Because somehow we bounced right into the two singles matches.
We went from Eddie Guerrero straight to Dominic.
Yeah.
So women's war games was my favorite, but again, it's doing the same thing we've seen. Like I love Io Sky, and I love the record she has in this match.
But every time she's in that match, she's putting a trash can over her head and jumping off the top of the cage.
I'm tired of it. It's stale. Like she's the swanton this time. Cool beans.
Still crazy spot. That don't sound or seem safe.
It doesn't, but like it's predictable. Like stuff like that makes wrestling look fake.
Yeah,
like,
and this is
around everybody.
Yeah, this is where the cornet fucking shit gets dogged on so much, but it's true, man. It is not believable to have four motherfuckers lying up in a fucking row to have one person set up for 5 minutes to jump off onto all of them. It just doesn't make sense. It makes the business look bad. I know what Cornette is saying with that.
I get it. He's not wrong. Like, well, he's wrong about a lot of stuff. Like as Fez would say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Tower of Doom spot, while now overdone, was so revolutionary at the time because everyone is involved and nobody's waiting to do anything.
Yeah, because you can get that off pretty quick. Like you can have two people go up for a quick superplex, start fighting, and then have the third person in the match come up under and do the powerbomb.
Yeah,
it is a quick flowing group effort, and it looks good. It looks impactful.
I'd rather see that at this point. Like, go for the Io Sky jump off the top of the cage, and we get like the craziest Tower of Doom spot we've ever seen with some tables, set some tables up.
Hell, even when Jeff Hardy would do his top of the cage, like Whisper in the Winds, he was still going way too quick for that shit.
And he wouldn't always hit that all the time.
No, he would just flat back it most of the time.
Yeah. I think that Whisper in the Wind from the top of the cage is it. If he was going for a swanton, he hit that shit. Whisper in the Wind, that had about a 65% success rating.
Yeah.
45% of the time he flat backing it.
And that's just off of the fucking turnbuckle. We're not even talking about the cage. Off the cage, he had like a 20% success rate.
That's even worse. 25. Let's give him 25. But
it was a fun match, though. I wish Lash Legend would have had more time to shine.
I like how they gave her a reason not to, though. Although I always love to see a good miss spot, especially a missed myth spot. So
a missed,
a missed myth, yeah.
It was a fun match. I thought it was a really fun match, and the ending kind of just no-sold the Riptide a little bit.
And I think we had this conversation in a group chat. I want to see somebody run I want to see somebody lose war games for their team because they run.
See, we're going to get into that in the men's war game because I had predicted that was going to happen, and I'm so sad that it didn't.
I wish that Becky Lynch would have said, you know what? I don't need this.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't need this.
Yeah, just have like all of the Team Ripley just like line up on one side of the ring and just have her by herself and go, no.
Yeah.
Update.
Or should even have Charlotte and Rhea Ripley have a miscommunication. And Charlotte be like, I don't need this. Something
I
like
could have
that.
seen that too.
But War Games is getting stale. I had this conversation with Rem. It was very incredibly stupid of Triple H to sit here and be like, oh, we're canceling Hell in a Cell because we don't need the pay-per-view built around a structure every year, but you still have War Games, which
Well,
instead
I
of
don't. Was it him saying that it was about the structure? I thought he said that we didn't need more gimmick pay-per-views because we already had the Rumble, we had Money in the Bank, we had Extreme Rules.
it was more like we only need to bust out Hell in a Cell when the feud calls for Hell in a Cell. Like CM,
with Drew and Punk.
yeah, with Drew and Punk. I think when Seth Rollins eventually comes back, Punk and Rollins need to hit the cell.
See, I'm kind of worried that whenever Rollins comes back, we're going to see him and Punk team up against the Vision, and I don't want that.
No, because they hate each other.
Their beef is so organic that you can't just force them to work together like that.
My favorite part of CM Punk promos is when Seth Rollins comes out. And it's been like that for so long. Like CM Punk is getting to the crescendo of his argument, and then all of a sudden,
Seth Rollins just comes in and throws a fucking wrench in there and is like, fuck you.
he hits his music, and it's like, he's just, and then CM Punk reacts to it. That's what I enjoy. It's like, I don't, I'm upset. This is, why do you keep doing this to me? I beat you.
Well, shit, I mean, fucking remember Seth Rollins' reaction whenever CM Punk came out at Survivor Series 2 years ago?
True.
Rollins was about to run up the ramp and fight someone with a bum-ass knee.
And back, apparently.
But
yeah, Women's War Games, it was an okay show opener, But
this is the issue with the 4-match card and with 2 of them being the gimmicks. It's predictable that you're going to bookend them with the gimmick matches. Royal Rumble does it all the time. But that just means that you've got 2 filler matches. So just the pacing of this show fell off.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even call the filler matches filler. It was just...
Yeah, because they were both title matches.
Right. But I want to get into War Games, men's War Games. First of all, we need to address the elephant in the room. What they do with the shark cages.
I forget what they said the reasoning for not having shark cages was. Michael Cole explained it at the beginning, and I don't even remember what he had said.
I might have missed it, but they did seem to have a smaller stage.
Well, you're inside of a baseball stadium. Yeah. Your ring's going to be like center of like the diamond and everything. I think they built the stage around one of the dugouts, so everybody was entering through the dugouts.
That's dope. That has to gorilla.
That's got to feel kind of cool.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a weird shape for a wrestling venue.
But people there's this promotion in the Northeast that does stuff like that all the time. So it's been done, but I don't think someone
but not with a massive fucking canopy around the ring and shit like that, and a giant LED board blinding everybody.
That was a real throwback. to like the old back when they could land like a helicopter on the field for an entrance and some shit, like real old stuff. But
Yeah.
men's war games.
This is where things get incredibly predictable.
We don't need Brock Lesnar to do anything in 2025.
So my prediction for this match was going to have, you know, have everything go the way that it did. And then when Brock Lesnar enters, have him fuck everybody up. At some point in the match, someone like Logan Paul pisses him off, and Lesnar just says, fuck it, hits everybody with an F5, suplex, leaves, and loses the match for his team. That's how I had it predicted. And we got the heels winning somehow.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we did have the babyfaces win the first one, so.
Right. And the way they won was interesting. First of all, I don't think Jey Uso needs to stop any match to heat again until he gets his cardio up under control.
Like, I'm sorry, what the fuck are we doing running it back in the middle of War Games?
And then people get mad when they call him an interest merchant online.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was ridiculous.
You're not,
it was fun seeing him act all crazy on top of the cage until Brock Lesnar's music hit, and then he kind of like came back to reality. But
that was a hilarious moment.
But God, we do not like. Now I'm worried he's going to do that in the fucking Rumble. He's going to eliminate somebody. He's going to be by himself standing in the ring, and we're going to run it back.
That I give me that for the Rumble. Okay, that would make sense. But I'd also like to see him get eliminated in the same fashion. Like I want to see Jey Uso not be able to continue to do these things for reasons, because that's why people think that wrestling is so crazy. Wrestling's so stupid. Like, attack this man while he's eating.
Yeah, I mean, and Drew McIntyre really should have been the first person to do it. Like he just starts going for it, and you just see Drew flying with the Claymore.
Yeah, I think if we can get Jey Uso paranoid, so where he's like in Uso penitentiary by himself, and still get the Usos tag team, like who can I trust type vibe, and that starts to give us like friction between the brothers, because they should probably run that brother versus brother match back. The one that they had at WrestleMania was
I mean, do you think this one's going to be any better? Again, and I hate to say it, they have the same moveset minus a spear.
And a Uso in the wind. Don't forget about the Uso in the wind.
Is that the one that Jimmy does?
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got one move that separates each other.
Yeah, okay. But I just...
No, which one does the tequila sunrise? Was that Jimmy as well? Oh, it was Jay?
Yeah, but they might both do it.
He needs to bring that back. I don't see him use that hardly ever anymore.
Yeah, they need to diversify their moveset. But let's talk about the ending. I love how mostly me complained about the Roman Reigns match endings back when he was the title holder of the WWE Universal, whatever we're calling it now. And we got tired of people running in hoodies. And we were all tired of it. We were tired of the fact that it kept happening. We were tired of the fact it was always somebody new. And WWE was like, oh, they must just be tired of Samoans. Let's put another nationality up under the hoodie and see if it works. Because if you think about it, it worked for R-Truth. When R-Truth was up under the hoodie, everybody loved it.
Big pop.
It must be that they were just tired of Samoans. So let's put Austin Theory up under there.
Which, by the way, it's either Austin Theory or I don't know who else's shoulders are built like that.
It has to be Theory. It was definitely not Rollins.
That is a medium hoodie on a large-shouldered human being.
You know what pissed me off? People had the nerve to be like, that was Chris Jericho. When's the last time you saw Chris Jericho move that fast?
I'm sorry. Did you see him scale that cage? That is the ability of a youngin'.
Yeah, no, he Spider-Man'd up to the top of that cage.
Which also made me think Nathan Frazier because of how quick he was moving. But also Austin Theory just doesn't get to show off all that much.
Also, Nathan Frazier does not have them shoulders.
No, Nathan Frazier do not have them shoulders.
So unless it was hella shoulder pads.
Here, quick, put on a Superman suit.
Put on this Hulk suit with the muscles built in, and then put the hoodie on.
Safe to say, we think the person that was under the hoodie was Austin Theory. Is it going to be Austin Theory when they reveal who it is? We don't know. Because they can change their fucking mind on the drop of a hat.
Yeah. So that just leaves me to think that we might put the world heavyweight strap on Bron Breakker. We're gonna throw Austin Theory into another useless tag team. And
with Logan Paul?
No, with the other one.
Him and Bronson?
Jonah Rock, yeah. Bronson Reed.
You know what? I think that could actually work.
And then you're gonna have Logan Paul go after the mid-card belt.
And then you get dissension between Braun and Logan for the main card.
Yeah. Dissension. Honestly, I think the Vision is going to end up in a fatal 4-way. I think that would be the best way for the Vision to end up.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, we're definitely going to get a one-on-one before we get the whole breakup, but
yeah. But I feel like Austin Theory will probably be the last in, but the first out, because he has the most. He's probably going to be the next babyface. I feel like he should.
I mean, you heard the crowd and how behind Austin Theory they were his last couple times he was on TV before they just stopped.
Before they just put a they put Grayson Waller in the New Day. I think so.
Did he? Is that what happened?
It had to be, because they was doing okay.
Also, when did Grayson Waller join the New Day? Because I saw that on the pay-per-view, and you know I don't watch weekly TV. When the fuck did that happen?
Months ago.
Okay.
It's been at least 2 months. And they're calling him Big G.
At least he's Australian?
At least he's Australian. Exciting. With exciting.
But yeah, no, this men's war game, there was some fun spots. It felt, what's the word, methodical?
Very. I just don't like the fact that everyone is trying to be like, oh, this is what they're going to do next. So afterwards, the internet was ablaze with, they're doing this for WrestleMania. They're doing this.
A lot of people armchair booking, bro.
Yeah.
Just watch and enjoy.
I was so glad. If there was anything, which again, last night night before last, the episode of Raw was dope. It was okay. My biggest takeaway is they're not waiting until WrestleMania to pull the trigger on Bron Breakker versus CM Punk.
Do you think it's going to happen sooner?
It's going to happen on the 1-year anniversary of Raw moving to Netflix.
Which is... Okay, so beginning of the year. You think it's going to happen on the anniversary show?
Yeah, I don't think...
Or the season premiere.
Yeah, so I don't think Breaker is going to win, but I think it's going to. I'm glad it's happening before Mania.
I could see that, or potentially that be the feud for Royal Rumble, if not CM Punk versus Logan Paul.
Either way, I don't want to see Logan Paul anywhere near a world title again.
I don't, but you know that they're going to throw him up there.
I mean, he has the most go away heat in the company right now. If you think about it,
Yeah,
Braun, Paul Heyman was running the promo after, and they didn't let him get to his point about Logan Paul. They booed him so heavily. And so this is.
I mean, and there's the thing: the heat with Logan Paul is real. People really don't like the guy.
And honestly, 10 out of 10 signing.
I mean, when they got him, I was like, well, if they wanted somebody that's gonna get genuine heat, they got one of the perfect guys. And I was like, let's just hope he's not good. And then he started wrestling, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, he's good at this shit.
He's pretty decent.
I was not happy. I am still not happy. I was pissed off whenever he took the U.S. title off of Rey Mysterio. I still am.
It's gonna be crazy when he takes another belt off of Mysterio.
You think he's gonna beat Dom?
Yeah.
You don't see someone beating Dom and then him beating the guy that beat Dom?
I think they're gonna make Dom one of the biggest. That's gonna be.
He's going to get the biggest babyface turn maybe ever.
Yeah, that's why I think it's gonna be Logan, because the babyface turn for that would be great. When the Judgment Day finally leave him, and even though Judgment Day is gonna keep going, this is like the Bullet Club of WWE at this point. I don't necessarily like it.
Yeah, people just coming.
Yeah, and so I think that works. We're not necessarily armchair booking, but it's right there. You know what I'm saying?
I see. If he would have won at Survivor Series clean, I can guarantee you that would have been a huge pop in Petco.
Mm-hmm. Because it's his hometown, but people were excited.
Because remember the pop that he got at WrestleMania whenever he won.
People don't want to boo Dominic Mysterio. Like, he didn't change anything about what he does in the ring.
He's gotten better. He definitely has gotten better in the ring since working with people like Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
And working in Mexico helps immensely.
Mm.
I love how WWE said, "Yeah, we're going to cut down on house shows, but y'all still going to wrestle."
We're going to cut down on house shows. You guys want to go to Mexico?
No, it's like y'all still going to wrestle. Apollo Crews, take your ass to AAA. Ridge Holland, go see what TNA talking about.
Ridge Holland gets very hurt.
Gets very hurt. It's hilarious.
Hold on. What if, and I don't want this to be out there, but someone goes to Mexico and gets really badly hurt because they try to do the lucha shit and ends up breaking an ankle or something, and they're like, "Sorry, pal, we can't pay you while you're injured because it happened down there. It happened out of country."
Shouldn't have been fucking up,
Now, what made you think you could do that?
So we got a few other points to hit now that we finally gotten through Survivor Series.
Yeah, general rating for Survivor Series, real quick, out of 5.
You can
I give it 2 I give it 2.5.
But let's go through. You said it was enjoyable. I went to TikTok and I started asking around. I started asking some questions to everyone, because TikTok is a great place for people to voice their opinions on wrestling. I asked somebody, and somebody said they had to break down and pay the $30 for ESPN. I asked somebody Now that it's over, do you wish you still had your $30? Most people say, you know what? I want my money back. Somebody said, I'm glad I had a Fire Stick because that show was ass. Let me scroll down and get the creator name. Yeah, no. Dude Spades 7, the Niner guy, my God, said that he's glad he had a Fire Stick because he wasn't trying to pay for that.
Yeah, well, that's one of those things that now that we're in an age that this shit's costing more, some people are getting the regret of pay-per-view buys. Like, why the
Well,
fuck did I pay for this?
so let's talk about it. It's not 2002 anymore. It's not
No, it is not.
It's not 2005 anymore. Internet is more accessible than ever. Um, and the things that we go to the internet that we don't feel like paying for are more accessible than ever. Movies in theaters, emulator games, music has always been something you can find a workaround for on the internet. But now you're trying to move up the cost of the product based on everything else ESPN has to offer, right? But if you're someone like me who would only be watching ESPN plus premium
For the pay-per-views.
shining ESPN golden light, whatever you want to call it, for only this, like there's nothing else for me to watch on ESPN but wrestling, I would not spend $30 on that when I know what wrestling website to type in to watch it for free.
See, the only thing about this whole thing that pisses me off is the fact that we don't know where the WWE library is going. Something that was so easily accessible for the last decade.
Yeah, that's it almost makes you
Because
think
that's
Vince
going to be
McMahon.
hard to find shit. That's going to make shit hard to find. Like, yeah, you've got. Maybe that's why they were uploading full pay-per-views and shows to the WWE Vault YouTube channel.
Yeah, because at this point it's making me think that while Vince McMahon was a terrible person, he was a great businessman.
Yeah. Horrible person, great business mind.
It's amazing how TKO is having a lot of people sit here and give Vince McMahon his flowers.
Which is bullshit.
Right. It's like, well, he might be a terrible person for what he did to Janelle Grant and countless other people.
There are
This
people
entire
thanking Vince McMahon.
yeah. I didn't think
In
we'd see that.
2025.
I didn't think we'd see that. Honestly, it's throwing me for a loop. Let's rapid fire these everything
Yeah,
else happening.
because AEW had a bunch of fucking shit on their show, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Speaking of just things AEW's having, Claudio Castagnoli is now the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion.
Which is his first world champion in 15, 20 years when he was in Ring of Honor?
No, he's had 2 Ring of Honor
Oh.
World Heavyweight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did beat Jericho for the Ring of Honor world title.
Yeah. So he's held that belt twice since he's left WWE. He's also been an AEW World Trios champion. So technically, he's had 4 world title reigns since he's left WWE.
Okay.
And again,
still, this is big though, because CMLL is one of the biggest lucha companies in the world.
The oldest wrestling company in
Yeah.
the world. So, and it's crazy because WWE didn't want to put the belts on, bro.
Because they didn't like him on the promo, even though his in-ring work spoke for everything. He didn't have to talk.
Yeah, some people have talked their way into belts they didn't deserve, but that's another conversation for another day. I mean, let's start at Blood and Guts. First of all, Blood and Guts was on free TV.
which was much more of a war games than what we got
And it
on
was 3 to
Saturday.
4 weeks ago. So, look, if you were disappointed with war games, it might be time to start watching AEW if you haven't started watching it already.
Yeah, if you watched War Games and thought that was tame, go ahead and go watch Blood and Guts, and you will definitely enjoy it. Or you
Also,
will not enjoy what you're watching whatsoever.
that could be true. Also, shout out to AEW for coming back to Los Angeles for Revolution.
Ooh, I didn't see that, but that's hella good.
I'm gonna be there 2 years in a row.
Hey, who knows if this gets the residency there like SummerSlam had for what, 5 years?
If we do get a residency, I want to see more TV. Like, stay in LA for a month. You could run the Galen Center. Shit, you could run the Great Western Forum.
Dumb question. Is Boyle Heights still available or did they tear it down?
I believe it's still available, but there have since been better venues to run wrestling.
Yes, but imagine just a small show of like the old Lucha Underground guys there.
Oh, actually, I don't think they're going to let anybody run any shows there at all.
Oh, no?
The Lucha Bros tried to get something going a few years ago, and they didn't clear it. The city didn't clear it.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
So I don't think we're going to go back to Boyle Heights for wrestling anymore. Even when MLW, who does have Dario Cueto working there right now, the former, what was his name over there? What's his name? Oh, he's Cesar Duran now.
No, yeah, I was about to say you said his name. I was about to say Dario Cueto, I think.
Yeah, he's Cesar Duran as of his current iteration. They just had a show here at the end of October, at the beginning of October, or they did their October tapings here, and they didn't use there. They went to Thunder Studios, which is like borderline Long Beach, Compton, and so there's other places to run shows, but I like to see them get a proper run. So like do some shows on Wednesday, tape some Ring of Honor here. It'd be a lot easier for people coming up from CMLL to work there, because that's the only reason I went. I saw Mr. Thomas do a move off the top of the cage that they were doing, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go see this. That they killed off C.W. Anderson by putting him in the electric chair.
A couple weeks later.
Yeah, they killed him off. I was like, okay, I can't just watch this from here. I gotta go see this. It's only 5 minutes away.
This is 5 minutes away.
I gotta go pull up on that. But yeah, there are other places to run shows. I want to see Ring of Honor do an entire month, maybe 2 months here. That might be a little too greedy. Maybe just give us a month, because a lot of New Japan talent are here as well. So the New Japan Dojo is in Carson.
Yeah.
So
think about it. SoCal has such a big wrestling scene. Like if you remember, SoCal Uncensored and shit like that was like a big portion of early AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why not go to Southern California much more?
You're cooking. The Bucks don't have to travel out.
Yeah, they can actually be home for the week.
Right. They got to drive in LA traffic for a couple of hours because they live in like Ontario somewhere.
And fuck, I apologize to people. Denver, Colorado just has not been a good hot spot for wrestling. And it's just, there's not a whole lot of wrestling fans out here.
That's unfortunate. Oh, speaking of not a whole lot of wrestling fans, somebody said, and I'm going to give them their credit too, that they checked the prices for 2 nights of WWE WrestleMania in Vegas, they said for those prices you could buy a wrestling ring, rent out a space, and like commission 2 championship belts.
And run your own promotion.
Yes. For WrestleMania this year, they're asking so much. So there's a possibility, and this is what this individual said, there's a bigger possibility for Mercedes Moné winning your top women's belt than you going to WrestleMania this year. Let me get that creator's name real quick because I want to. That was not Nick_S on TikTok. I'm gonna follow all these folks on TikTok. But yeah, AEW needs to run more shows here. What else do we have? We didn't talk about West Side Gun getting kicked out of WWE.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. He got the fucking cease and desist too, didn't he?
Yeah,
like they kicked him out and hit him with the cease and desist.
Yeah, bro, what's happening to the game in which we love?
I want to know that had to have come from TKO, right? They're like they're infringing on our property.
We need that
because I can guarantee you, Triple H would have been like, "It's not a problem."
TKO is running WWE in the ground. I wouldn't be surprised if we have an episode soon where it's like, yeah, WWE just it had to. I'd hate to see a promotion like that shut down due to some greed, but this is the kind of greed that they talked about in the Bible.
Like that's actually a real question. Like, what happens if TKO looks at WWE and goes, it's a loss, and then just cuts it loose? So like WWE now has to, like, what? Where does it fall to? I mean, I guess all the money was consolidated into TKO, but
yeah,
But what if TKO cuts them?
Who can afford to buy WWE? It's a great point. We'll put a pin in that and we'll get to it. But I can see TKO going like, okay, we've had our time. We want to spend our time with real sports like UFC and boxing.
You guys are losing us money. It's because you guys are raising the fucking prices and nobody's buying tickets.
Yeah, because if you think about it, lower ticket prices means I have more to spend on merch.
Yeah.
So if you're lowering ticket prices, if you're raising ticket prices, I'm just not going to go. I'm going to go somewhere where I can afford to have a good time all around, not just go somewhere where I got to make sure I eat before I get there because I can't afford to eat and I can't afford to get something to remember the show by other than the ticket stub because everything is so expensive. Like, I'd rather go support indie wrestling than funnel my money into a system that has shown over and over again it doesn't care about me or people that look like me, because why did Gunther beat both Javon Evans and Carmelo Hayes?
Man, Carmelo Hayes, like, in WWE for the first 2 years needs to be fucking studied. Like, who is in charge of this? Why have they not looked at him and gone, we've got one of the most charismatic, athletic, actual veteran, because he was on the Indies for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not look at him and go that he's a star?
And he's made Gunther look the best that he has in a very long time.
He always had a thing for having his best matches with people that are shorter in stature.
That makes sense. But John Cena wants to put over the future, but it's a couple of old niggas that's fighting to fight him. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Gunther can at least keep going for like the next, 10 years? He's only 35.
Yeah. But who wants to be in a business like this?
For that long?
You gotta throw your back at the ground like multiple times a week.
I don't know. Did you see Aaron Rodgers this week?
Ah,
That motherfucker was out there in a cast around his wrist.
hey, look, I get it, man. Sometimes you just like Nikki Bella. Sometimes you got to go longer than what you want to go because got to get that extra money for some reason. What else did I say? Oh, Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. Yeah,
You did want to bring that up. Yes, that was the final thing you wanted to bring up.
it's looking pretty bad. So let's recap.
Another injury or
Roosh is injured.
oh god fucking damn it.
So Roosh is injured. Realistico is injured. And so they were gonna go with Roosh versus Bandito for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle, but they had to change it up because of Roosh's injury. Now we have to see Sammy Guevara wrestle twice again. Because he and the tag team, and this is what I don't like about Ring of Honor. Everything is so inconsistent. You let Red Velvet keep the women's TV title while she's injured, and you commission a interim championship.
Title.
But when Dustin Rhodes gets injured, both his belts get vacated, and there is no interim. And now Roosh is hurt, and there is no interim. So why do some championship belts have interim champions and others don't? That needs to be explained.
So is Sammy Guevara wrestling Bandito for the world title now?
It's looking like their version of a six-pack challenge for those of you who remember that weird time in WWE. But it's going to be like a six-pack
challenge match.
It was just a weird time. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's definitely a weird time.
It was just a weird time. I know it's going to be Sammy Guevara, Bandito. And they're honestly, it just seems like they're giving us the best of Bandito's previous challengers because they also put Hechicero in the match.
Oh,
yeah, and I'm trying to get the other two. It's going to be like a 5 or a 6-way. I'm scrolling. It's on one of these social media platforms. Hey, listen, check me out. Follow me on social media. We really be getting active and talking about it.
Suge does. I ain't on social media near as much as I used to be.
No. Yeah, so it's going to be Bandito versus Sammy Guevara versus Commander versus Hechicero versus Christian versus the Beast Mortos, even though the Beast Mortos...
Wait. Go back one more before Beast Mortos. Who?
Blake Christian?
Oh, okay. I thought you said Christian. I didn't hear Blake. I was like, hold on. Why is he in that match?
I don't know. But mind you, Beast Mortos and Sammy Guevara have other matches that night.
Are they both in the tag team title match?
Yes, because they're the only healthy members of LFI right now.
Oh, that's right. Sammy Guevara is in LFI.
Yeah.
So who are they facing?
They are facing Tommy Billington and Adam Priest. Go ahead.
Okay, I know who Tommy Billington is, and I know who Adam Priest is. Did they just show up? Have they been having Ring of Honor matches? I'm so out of the loop.
They have. They've been having trios matches with Jay Lethal, and they've been around. They had a match with FTR not too long ago.
I did see the match in FTR, but wasn't that because they were in London?
Yeah, I don't know where they were, but I think they were on a residency, and so it's
Oh
easier
yeah,
for
they might have done the ECW arena match, I think.
yeah, that was them, and so I think it'd be quite easy for somebody from the UK to come out and do their residency with
Yeah,
AEW.
I can see that.
They're in one spot, especially with
And pay-per-view payday, it's worth it. So
yeah. I think that's
this should be a fun match because Tommy Billington and Adam Priest are damn good, and Beast Mortos is fun to watch.
oh yeah, he's had some amazing matches for that belt.
Dude, the fucking power slam off the top rope is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Or not the power slam, the gorilla press slam.
He Ultimo Guerrero does that a lot.
It's just them big, thick guys.
There's some big, thick POs from CMLL. But look, we're probably gonna stream another day this week. We'll have a guest on with us.
Then we can talk the AEW pay-per-view.
AEW pay-per-view. I gotta go. All right, these legs ain't gonna get worked this week. So yeah, we'll follow this up for sure with another stream this week. We've already sort of had it in talks. I'll finalize that today and alert y'all. Thank all 4 or 5 of y'all who stayed for the entire time. We love y'all. We apologize for the impromptu break. I probably should have said something, but I didn't know when the break was going to end. We should be back regularly with our regular scheduled programming and even some more stuff going into 2026. Shout out to everybody who stayed true through the whole year. You know,
we're only going up from here.
We are. We just gotta lock back in for 2026, and it's coming.
Oh, dude, next year we got a lot of shit coming.
A lot of stuff planned, a lot of stuff coming. It's gonna be dope. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't forget anybody, but y'all know who be here
every time.
Every time, and we just thank y'all for showing up. That's it for us today. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay hydrated, Maty. I hope it stops snowing.
It ain't gonna let up anytime soon. I think it's supposed to go to like 6 p.m.
Ooh, damn. Hey,
I got 8 more hours of this shit.
Maty finna be snowed in. I'm finna go walk to the gym in this. Oh, it's 60 degrees. Cool. It didn't warmed up for me. All right,
lucky
family. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out to all 7 of y'all, the 3 of y'all that just came in at the end. We about to end for the week. We will be streaming later in the week. Please go catch what we missed. Yeah, go ahead, watch that. And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe. Happy holidays. And see y'all in the next one. Thank you.